Well, we need to know. It would be nice to know how you got into the fandom at first.
Well, my story's long. Try to make it as bittersweet. My God.
And why? I'm probably. Why did we choose you? Why did you decide to do reactions in the first place?
Well, I know why, kinda. Okay, there's a notification.
Okay.
Just let me know when we're seriously doing this, because I need to shut that window.
I know. I got to tweet out. I got to tell Babscon no. Bloody. Sorry.
Babsy, what you gonna do?
Oh gosh, yes. I still remember the BabsCon theme from back about 3 or 4 years ago whenever they did their promo.
I've never been to a con.
I've only been to one in my life, and that was to BronyCon back last year. Only con I've ever been to.
Personally, basically the one thing that everybody wanted to attend because it was the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only other thing that I've been to was a little mini Comic-Con at a library that was pretty small, kind of pretty pathetic, because they just had like one booth set up where they were selling things. I bought a few Fallout little items, but otherwise that was the biggest majority of stuff. They had some posters.
Wow.
And literally, it was just in one tiny little corner of the entire library.
That is bad.
I know. Actually, that was the best one, because the one after that, even less people showed up. It was even worse.
Wow.
And then last year, they had I think it was a Hillbilly Heroes event. And I'm just kind of thinking, wait, okay, what is this, Johnny Appleseed or something? Like, what is this? Are we supposed to dress as Fred Clampett?
Alright, well, when are we going live? Because I do see the notification.
Yeah, we are live. All that. What
Okay.
you said, he's been.
Now we have all YouTube rules.
Okay.
Oh.
Welcome.
Is there a YouTube link? Sorry, is there a YouTube link where I can watch this?
I'll post it into the chat now.
Yeah, just put that. There you go.
Oh, nice, thanks.
Hello, everypony. Hello, everyone. Hello, people. Griffins and every.
For what? Quarantined related society. No.
This is unscripted, but that what makes it fun. I had no planning, really. Really, I had no planning at all.
This is literally just a live stream.
Yeah.
Like a
Pretty
Q&A.
essentially. Pretty much, yes.
Okay. Well, welcome, Sparrow 9642,
Glad to be here.
and
Sorry about the lousy light in the background.
yes, let's just made her presence. And welcome, Ranger Bravo.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here. Thank you. And hello.
Hello. Okay, probably if we go to Ranger first. How do you get into the fandom at first? Before we get to the YouTube side, most important, how do you get into the fandom?
Well, whenever I first watched the show, which was back in 2011,
Oh my gosh!
yeah, I caught the show on TV. I caught the show on TV, and my first impression was the characters looked cute. The characters were different. They weren't copy and pasted, like identical characters with the same personalities or anything. They completely
They had
different
their
from one
own
another.
different traits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And so
They
I
are
just
clear,
started. Oh yeah,
Even though they are clear stereotypes.
yes, Yeah, but they have their own unique twist to it.
Yeah.
And I started watching it a little bit, but I remember thinking to myself, I'm watching a show for little girls. And,
exactly.
yeah, I know, right? Oh, boy, how naive I was back then.
I was the same way. I think we all were.
So I remember one day there was nothing on TV. I was eating dinner, and there was nothing on TV to watch that I wanted to watch except for MLP. And I thought I'll watch one episode and just see what I think about it. I watched that episode; it was good. So I thought, okay, I'll watch the next episode, and it just kind of continued,
Gotcha.
And yep, it hooked me. And so then I transitioned into what I refer to as the next stage of being a fan, which was having the curiousness to look up about the creation of the show, who created it, the characters, the world, the lore. And yes, that's whenever I discovered the Brony fandom. And my first impression was, oh, wow, this is really cool. Like, this thing is big. But at the time, I didn't think I was a brony. I thought, I'm not going to become one. Again, how naive I was.
You are literally spelling out almost exactly what the deal was with me. I was the most stubborn little bug of saying, nope, thanks, sweetheart, nope. This ain't happening.
Well, I quickly transitioned into what I learned was a closet brony. I was a
brony
secret,
in denial.
Yes, I was a secret brony. I wasn't ready to tell anybody. And then I remember the day that the episode, I think it was season 2, episode 9, Sweet and Elite premiered. And after I watched the episode, I remember leaning back in my chair and saying, I'm a brony. And that's whenever I admitted to myself. And that's whenever I dove headfirst into the fandom, and I've never looked back.
Yep.
So that was how I got involved with the fandom. Well, the fandom itself, I guess, I just started writing fan fiction at the time. And that was my introduction into the fandom.
A brief... It went silent.
Sorry.
Could be lag.
Sorry.
Right. Right, Sparrow, why don't you give your a little brief description? How do you got into fandom?
Yeah, my story's a long one. Like, basically, where it started...
We have all night.
Where it started was I was watching a gaming video by... Everybody knows his name by now. Markiplier.
Yes.
He was playing SCP Containment Breach, like a mod with the ponies. Now, of course, I didn't know this was like the creepypasta version of the ponies at that time. It had basically Muffins Derpy, Pinkamena Diane Pie, Rainbow Factory Dash, you name it.
Right.
And this is going to sound morbid, but okay. So, one thing that caught my eye the most, there was this, Jesus Christ, what's going on in the bathroom? Sorry? But this is what happens when you live in a home with parents. Okay, but anyway, the thing that caught me the most was Rainbow Dash covered in blood. Don't ask me why.
Right.
It just was,
Yes.
was a thing. And she, in the game, what she did was if you got hit by her, she didn't kill you. She just put you into a temporary, I guess, high. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird. If you send you on a trip. But basically, kind of the thing that got me interested. Then I tried looking up things about Rainbow Dash. I wasn't really sure how to go about it. So I just started watching the show. The first episode I ever saw was The Lost Treasure of Griffinstone. Bad idea.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, because here I am, I like with wings, and I'm like, so when I go to watch the show, I'm like, where's her wings? So I start watching the show, and immediately I'm confused. because I'm thinking the same thing. This is just a girl show. It's not going to get my attention. So, here's Sailor Moon at the end of episode 1. And I'm like, this is a show for girls? Are you kidding me? Those teeth are freaking sharp, and that's terrifying. Like, I would just look at that thing and go, like, this is for kids? Yeah, that was
like,
the
surprise!
thing. Yeah, then I started watching the show a lot more, coming across the like, Lesson Zero, Party for One.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, this show's really for kids? Are you kidding me right now? It's like along the lines of like horror film territory.
I know, right?
Yeah. And I didn't discover the fandom until after this. Like I was in a Facebook group. That's where I met Mark. He was an admin, and he was one who really kind of got me into the fandom. Kind of made me understand a little bit more. But pretty much, it came to season 4. I was trying to play catch up because I was catching up with the season 5 finale, or season 5 finale, season 5 hiatus. That's when I came in about late, like early 2016, something like that. Whenever the season 5 hiatus was. So I had to hurry up. And I got to the season 4 finale. Oh man. Then I saw that about between finale and Shark. I'm like, I'm done. I'm freaking done. Denial is gone. I am done. This fucking shit show got me. It got me. That was what sold it for me. I'm like, okay, I'm done. Dragon Ball Z just collabed with this show. I am done. Not to mention that there was also a lot of dark vibes in that one. I'm like, okay, you get my name, Brony of Horrors.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically what got me into it, was the show, mainly. The dark side really didn't come out until I started watching people like the Lost Narrators, Growth Productions, those people that are very well known in the fandom as the readers. And that was pretty much it. And as I just went along in the fandom, it just kind of grew on me.
Right,
As far as becoming a reactor, well, I watched people like, I was trying to find my place on YouTube. So I tried, like, I was watching people like, Alex Tag was one of the first I started watching. And he was one of my favorites. He was funny. And was just ridiculous. So that's kind of what got me into doing reactions. And that's really all I can really say on my part. Like, as far as becoming a reader, lots of people inspired me. I took a shot at it, and it worked.
Okay, let's go back to Bravo. What made you choose YouTube, and why did you start doing reactions / videos?
YouTube actually started, I got my inspiration to try YouTube actually through like PewDiePie and Markiplier as well. I saw their videos and everything, and I decided I would give it a shot just to see what I thought about it. And I tried it, and I liked it, but at the time I didn't have a good setup or anything. The first video I ever did was recorded on a cousin's iPod. And yeah, so that I didn't have my laptop, I didn't have any recording software, editing software or anything, and so it my channel went in hiatus in 2013 because that cousin and I stopped talking, and so my channel went into hiatus, and for that whole year I pretty much was getting over that and wasn't really sure how to progress with the channel, where to go with it, what to do. And I started seeing other reactors on YouTube, such as Pod Swag, Apple Geek, Alex Side, Equestria, yes, and I decided I would give it a shot. They kind of inspired me, and around that time I also kind of wanted to try to improve with the idea of storytelling as well. And I had also watched like other reviewers on YouTube, not in the Brony fandom, but like the Nostalgia Critic and such. And I just found it entertaining. And so I just started doing reactions, and I really started in April 2014. And so that was whenever I started. And I loved it, and I've been doing it since. So I can honestly say that I owe starting YouTube to Markiplier and PewDiePie, but I owe starting my channel with the way that it is, I owe that to the Brony fandom itself.
That means you reacted to season 4 then?
Part of it, I think I started around the last part of season 4. I think it was around the time of Inspiration Manifestation.
Nice, good episode.
Yeah, indeed. Yes.
Very dark episode.
Oh yeah.
Especially considering I'm rewatching the episodes now, and
Yep.
seeing like some of those episodes that I originally thought were bad are actually good. Like at first I didn't like Lesson Zero, but now that I rewatch it, I realize that's a turn. Like that's a stepping stone episode. Like that was the one that made them all
Yeah.
like start having to send a letter to Celestia rather than just Twilight. It was like actually the big episode where it began to really make their friendships grow.
Yeah.
Hence the last song in the season.
Really? God, where's Bell?
Any reaction you like was the best episode?
Who are you talking to?
Really?
Sparrow, I'll let Sparrow answer first on that one.
Yeah, I got "Oh Come On" there as well, which it doesn't help. Like,
Well, I came into reacting to episodes with Mark Canford at the time. The first episode I ever reacted to was one of the best, the main attraction. Fantastic episode to start out on. And that episode was so dang good for a number of reasons. The music number, the moral, the characters. I mean, everything was just good about that episode. I'm glad I didn't have to react to like season 5, episode 18, like the Crusader Lost Mark. Otherwise, I would have been a mess.
okay.
I would have been a freaking emotional mess. But the best episode I've reacted to, well, that's kind of hard to say considering we've had quite our fun little episodes where we've derped or blooped in the end commentary. Jeez, Lemony.
Yeah.
Don't even get me started. Chancellor X, they can call that Scooty Bell. I mean, it's Twilight. I don't even know what bucking is. That freaking line. There's never an episode that I can name the best to react to because it's just a fun experience reacting to them. Unless you get stinkers like non-compete clause or secrets and pies, then it's not so fun. A matter of principles. There's another one that made me. Oh, that one made me mad.
Right. Yeah.
Then it's not a fun time, but I get to spend time with my friends and have some fun laughing at colored horses. Why not?
And my outtakes.
All of our outtakes.
Yeah.
Have a kiss, asparagus. What Thomas is best. Well, yeah, that's really the only answer I can give. I like reacting to all of them because I get to spend time with my friends. You know, our grows through, a show about horses going on adventures.
And me crying in season 5 with the CMCs.
Oh, thanks for the memories.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one.
That and Crusaders of the Lost Mark.
Yeah, I was in a hotel room at that time.
He was in a hotel room, he couldn't shower or anything like that.
I was an emotional wreck.
Now me, I was actually not spoiled, believe it or not. I actually managed to avoid spoilers. So what happened was I was reacting. I watched it about 12 o'clock at night, midnight. I was tired, so I was like, "Did that really just happen?" Like after that, I was like, "Did that really just happen?" Yeah. The next morning, get on the Facebook group. Oh yeah, it happened because everybody's just going bonkers. So yeah, yeah.
So let's get.
Okay, so you want me to answer first. So, Ranger Bravo, you can say which one was your favorite or whatever, whatever the question was.
I think I remember it's the season 5, episode 18 reaction. He got a bit emotional in that one.
Was it Amending Fences?
No, because they lost.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of the most iconic episodes.
Well, for me personally, that some of the ones that did, I think, as far as emotional goes, that made me feel the most, or was, I think, some of the most fun reactions. It was, I would have to say, Amending Fences, Thanks for the Memories, The Perfect Pair.
Ooh, yeah,
and definitely,
yeah, that's a tough one.
And also, like the season 5 finale where Twilight just goes Super Saiyan.
Wait a minute,
like that
no,
one.
that's season 4. That'd be season 4.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah,
Season 4,
yeah,
Yeah, she was a super fan.
yeah. That one right there was just absolutely insane and just amazing to watch.
You aren't the only one. I remember watching Black Griffin and Race go nuts over that. No, Jack's Blade go nuts over that.
That I honestly I kind of wish that they could have done something more with, like, done more of that later on. But still, for a one-off thing, that was just absolutely amazing. That's the
We kind of got a round 2 in the season 9 finale.
Yeah. But, like, anybody that ever says this show is for little girls, show them that scene, Twilight battling
Watch the show
T-Rex.
before you judge.
Yeah.
Take one good look at Nightmare Moon and you tell me it's just for girls.
Yeah.
It's for kids.
Yeah. Yeah, watch Party of One. Yeah, watch Party of One and you tell me that this is...
Less than 0.
Oh gosh, yes.
Hi, girls.
Yes.
Oh, those eyes.
and the face as well, and the smile.
Oh yes. Yes, the whole mental and psychological breakdown that you can just see her mentality just declining.
Yep. And I love it.
Oh gosh, yes. I still laugh at that episode today.
I don't laugh, but I'm just like, I can't believe Hasbro did this. I honestly can't believe they did this.
Yeah. But it's one of the things that makes this show so much fun, is just the stuff that they have been able to do, thinking outside the box and doing something that some of the people probably would think, "Yeah, I'm not going to do this," or "I shouldn't do this." Some of the things, they went there and they did it, and it worked.
Yeah.
It's like Lion Bomb Bomb getting opposing.
Oh yeah, lesbianism being addressed.
Oh right, yeah.
There's 2 episodes of it, I think. No, Lyra and Bonbon.
Right, yeah.
We don't know about Applejack and Rainbow Dash. That's up for debate.
Yeah, I think that one, it's not directly saying it, but it's not completely ambiguous. I think it's just left. It's enough to give you a hint, but not enough for you to actually make that conclusion. It's kind of like with Judy and Nick. Yeah, I would say it's kind of like with Judy and Nick in Zootopia.
They also there was also a actual legitimate blooper that was released in the actual studio, where hang on, I gotta think. Basically, the show creator. Oh, it was a scene where Celestia and Luna get their magic basically drained out of them.
Right.
And basically, they ask the director, do you want it to be scary? Do you want it to be dramatic? And they basically are like, go for it. What are you gonna do? Cancel us?
You just got to come on there. You just had to come on after that sentence. Oh God!
Himself he said that.
Ah.
So that's why those screams at the end sound so freaking like they're dying.
Yeah. Yeah. Whenever they got their magic drained and Twilight screamed, I don't recall ever hearing Twilight give such a blood-curdling scream.
Oh yeah, that's
before in the
freaking
show.
no! that shout, like, wow, that was dramatic.
I know, right?
Yeah, and not to mention there was barely any breathing room in the part 1 to season 9 finale.
Right, yeah.
There was no room for breathing. Like I legitimately found myself holding my breath unintentionally because there was so much going on all at once.
Yeah, it was definitely something like where your brain was struggling to process because there was so much happening at one time.
Take a breath.
I know, right?
like, okay, we definitely know this is the end to the show because they're making it so you can't take a breath.
Yeah.
Like everything's just going to crap, and they are not lowballing this one bit. They're not sugarcoating anything. They're not like sunshine and rainbowing anything. They're basically going all out as far as dark as they can go.
Yeah.
Umbrified ponies was scary enough. That was horrifying.
Oh yeah. I can only imagine, honestly, what they would have looked like in the show if they would have actually made them look as scary and as creepy looking as they were in the comics. That would have been awesome to have seen in the show.
I don't know that. I don't know what it looks like, so would that be kind of... I'm always up for dark shit, so yeah.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, what's the next subject?
Well, we've got some comments to go through. What do you thought?
Oh, I'm working on the live chat.
Okay, what's your thoughts on the Grogar twist?
I kind of have to agree with the Bronies React group. It's unnecessary, but it was definitely not expected. Kind of stupid, in a way. I mean, it was very stupid. I really wish it was a real Grogar. Because that would have been amazing. But I can live with it. It's a show. It's gonna have its faults. Not everything's gonna be perfect. So I'm fine with it.
Thank
it was
you,
stupid,
Simba.
yes, but it's okay. It's a show. Don't get so tight-wadded over a goddamn show.
Yeah, exactly. There's already been enough people done that before. We don't need any more of it.
Right.
All the hate that went on Jim, all of them from the people that started early. Good. Yeah.
Right. Devil Dog Leader 1987. What a name.
Oh, I know who that is. Hey, Devil Dog.
The thing that got me into YouTube world was Ed Plus series and Sparrow's reaction to Smile HD.
Oh gosh, that's so old.
Oh boy.
Wow, that's so old. Back in like 2016. Wow, that's old.
That's old, yeah. Someone's asked me.
And my thoughts remain the same. I mean, it wasn't anywhere near as bad as Cupcake for HD. It was not even relatively close. Anime-based, less graphic.
Someone said, what do you think of the Pony comics? And would you react to them? I've got issues with that one.
We can't really react to a comic.
Well, you can't actually read the comic because of trademark and copyright issues.
Copyright, yep.
Yeah.
Be careful there.
That's the only issue when it comes to comic.
And audio.
Lauren Faust knew how to make it work. Yeah, she knew. She knew what she was.
She knew what to do. She diversified the age group. She made it for more than just one audience.
Someone says sometimes I wonder why Pony hasn't had a crossover with Transformers or G.I. Joe.
They have in the movie.
Yeah. Sound effects.
One. They also did the Question Girl. When basically unfolds herself. Has that
Yeah, there was that.
Sound.
And then there was that scene in one of the Transformers movies, I don't remember which one, where I think a gun transforms into Rainbow Dash.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, that's Transformers 3. No, 4.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. I'm like, oh my god, they just freaking crossed over to another Hasbro.
I know, right?
This is when I was in school, so I got the reference. I'm like, oh my god.
I was sitting in the theater with a couple of other guys that I work with who were not bronies whatsoever, and I remember whenever that scene happened, I do a fist pump, and I'm like, yeah, Rainbow Dash. And the guy next to me...
My favorite.
Yeah. And the guy next to me, though, I worked with him enough, he knew that I was a brony, but the other guy next to him, he did not know who this character was. And so the guy next to me, even though he wasn't a brony, leans over and says, that's Rainbow Dash.
Right? Yeah, Rainbow Dash, right? Yeah, look at the mane. Look at the ass mark.
It's the pony, it's the Skittles version, it's the pony version of the Skittles, alright?
Oh god. That is such an old joke.
Someone said it's just saying how Sweetbo goes off at exactly the right time.
Yeah. That's not us. That's all up to Facebook.
Do you play?
Thing.
I will paste the next question into the chat so I don't read it out all the time.
Okay.
Alright. Has anyone played the Pony app?
Yes.
I don't have any idea what that monster was that the Student 6 defeated and how they acquired the elements of harmony. Monster. The Wendigos? Wendigos?
I don't know. The last problem. I'm trying to recall the episode.
The last problem. Okay.
Really, Sweetbo, shut up!
That would be right at the beginning.
Yeah.
Like that'd be right at the beginning of the episode. It had to be like a statue or something. I don't really know. I'd have to look at it again.
Yeah. Oh.
Wasn't really paying
attention. It was technically the tree that decided them to be the elements of harmony.
Well, I wouldn't call them the elements of harmony, but like the next generation of
Oh, be quiet, sweetie pal!
She's active today.
Thank you for describing, I can't read your name.
Mark has a hard time reading. Okay.
What is a foreign name? I can't. Don't get me started on the P words.
Oh, I'm terrible at pronouncing names. I'm terrible at it.
Post in the chat.
What chat? Oh, you never the person.
Yeah. Valentine Arleno.
Okay.
Freaking Sweetbo won't be quiet.
Valentine Arleno. Something like that.
You pronounce that a heck of a lot better than I would.
I've got a good vocabulary.
I would have offended someone.
Well, it's kind of like when I tried to pronounce a certain staff member's name and it came out Lily Bedoin. And it's Lily Budwong.
Actually, that could actually have been a whole lot worse, trust me.
Yeah, I was even like, how the hell do you pronounce his name? Like Lily Bedoin? Bedoin.
There's Sweetie Belle Tone is coming from Facebook. Ponyhoof.
Yeah, it's random. It's completely randomized.
It says all my notifications coming in, which happens to be at the right time.
Yep, that's why the survey exists. Not sure if anyone probably knows what that is, but
Do you guys remember the magic wishing flower in the episode Growing Up is Hard to Do? Oh, that's when...
oh, the Beauty and the Beast flower?
Yeah. Tempest Shadow was in... Tempest Shadow got a horn fix. There was an opportunity... Okay. I wouldn't want to see Tempest Shadow get a horn fix.
She's unique. The way she is.
You didn't actually need the horn to be special.
She's a firework pony.
Yeah, she is, technically.
That's why the season 9 finale when the firework pony thing that basically turns against them.
Yeah.
Cozy Glow is thing at, or no, not Cozy Glow. Basically, Chrysalis and all of them are fantastic at swaying ponies so easily.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Turning them against their own kind. Basically, it was like, what's the episode? Heartwarming Eve? Isn't that it? No, Heartwarming. No.
There's some
Heartwarming Tale? No.
The first one that's the story, basically.
Oh, the first Christmas one. Heartwarming...
Eve.
Heartwarming Eve, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's it.
The Wendigos.
Yeah. The season 9 finale was basically that. Again, only more modernized. More modernized. Oh my god.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's why when I actually saw them appear in the sky, I'm like, oh, the Wendigos. This is a callback. Way back. Did not expect them to show up, but okay, makes sense.
But I did like Heartbreakers as well.
That's
yes.
That's an episode I have to retouch on. I haven't seen it yet, or I haven't rewatched it in a while.
Yeah, that's the oddly shaped rock by Applejack.
Cause you got a weird rock. Sorry, right, Ashy.
I'm from UK. I'm from Indonesia. I'm from America. Okay. Ranger, have you seen any of my videos?
Could you ask that again because the audio kind of cut out at that point?
Okay. Have you seen any of my videos? No.
Not yet. Not yet, and I feel ashamed about that, and I am so sorry. It's just I've hardly had any time whatsoever to watch anybody on YouTube that I want to. It's hard with work. It's complicated enough to try to do videos for my own channel. I don't really have a whole lot of time to get to sit down and just enjoy other people's videos, and so I don't have a whole lot of opportunity to get to sit down and enjoy videos that I want to do anyway. So I just kind of
we get that 100%. Like
I wish I had more time
because my channel requires an acquired audience. You have to be able to handle some pretty messed up crap.
Favorite episode from season 9? That's a tough one, actually.
Oh, come on!
Oh my gosh, sweet bell.
If I just had to pick one like off jump, I would probably say the last problem.
Yeah,
it's not just because it's the epilogue and the close. It was just a rough episode.
It proves
it was the perfect end.
And the fandom is not dead. It's alive.
Very much.
Gosh, no. No, it is not dead. It will never die.
Never.
We don't need to do heart massage. We still don't know when.
Yeah, for me.
Go on.
For me personally, favorite episode from season 9. It definitely would probably have to be a toss-up, definitely, between The Last Problem, because it does show the epilogue and
20 years later,
with the
pretty
character
much.
and keeping their own friendship going, but it shows how they've passed the torch to the character Lester Dawn. And besides that, there's also the Big Mac question, where Big Mac and Sugar Bell actually get married.
Sugar Bell!
And then I also think between Dark and I think it's between Dark and
Dawn.
with Luna and Celeste just going on this little trip together. It's just so zany, it's out of the ordinary, and it was just a very fun episode to see.
I just posed a question in the chat. What's your guys' theories on what the Discord was doing in the Pony movie?
Discord wasn't in the My Little Pony movie. He made two cameos.
Yeah, but have you got a theory why it wasn't in the movie?
He's overpowered. He would finish it in a scene.
He's okay. Devil
wasn't a main character.
Devil Dogs.
There was actually
gone
around that.
Well, there's two different ways that you could look at it.
Like cut out.
Yeah. Gone.
There's two different ways you could look at it. You can look at it from a story perspective, in that, given the story content, given how the story flowed, Discord if Discord had been featured, he kind of would have made it a bit too easy for the main six, because he could have just poofed them to wherever they needed to go. And so the movie would have been over in like 10 seconds.
Yep. Same thing with Starlight.
Yeah. Like, Discord would have just snapped his paws or his fingers, and the Storm King would have just poofed into a void somewhere. Yeah. And then, like, so you go to a movie, you pay $5 or whatever or more to go see it. The movie's over in 10 seconds, and then the credits roll, and you're just like, wow, that was the quickest movie ever.
Yep.
Yo, sweet, bro.
Not to mention the movie even had some dark moments itself. Like, especially the fact that the Storm King was killed.
Yeah.
He was killed in a non-gruesome way. It worked. Yeah. But he was killed. There was no life left in that statue.
No. Although we did get to see his eyes actually move during the ending credits. His eyes actually moved a bit.
Well, for him, he shattered to pieces.
Yep. Instead of rest in peace, rest in pieces.
Yep.
Somebody get the Flex Seal.
Devil Dog's leader said he likes frenemies.
Frenemies was an excellent episode. I love that one. I love the connection. I love like the what's the word? Like how the characters interact with each other, like Chrysalis, Tyrek, and Cozy Glow. Even though Cozy Glow was never given a story or a reason why she did what she did. Whatever. I digress.
She just popped out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to do that.
Cozy Glow was basically the Darla Dimple from Cats Don't Dance.
Dimple of MLP. That's who she's based off of. So my theory is that she's a grown man in a child's body. Just like how Darla Dimple is a grown woman in a child's body.
Or maybe her parents thought that she was possessed by a demon, and so they thought that they would have her exorcised, but she escaped an asylum or something.
Jesus, you're darker than I am.
You have no idea.
I'm shocked.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the interaction with Cozy Glow.
The arguing, yeah.
I love it. Like to see villains actually interact with one another. They have their own little group talk.
And there was. I'm not gonna say there were a scene that looked wrong, but yeah.
Yeah, it was a very fun episode. It made Cozy, Chrysalis, and Tyrek kind of seem like one big dysfunctional family, and it was just hilarious to watch.
The Legion of Evil.
Yeah, a family of evil lunatics.
And there's
pretty much. You got a power-hungry child. You got a power-hungry centaur thing. And a love-hungry. That sounds wrong. A love-hungry The Stone Queen.
Stormtroopers?
Yep.
Okay. I love where the storm soldiers. He's put stormtroopers.
Everything is terrible aim.
The storm soldiers are attacking the ponies, blasting them with flash. Yes, in the movie when Fluttershy was comforting the soldier.
Oh yeah, the therapy scene.
And
Oh yeah, I
Fluttershy,
remember that.
Fluttershy confronts.
You want to talk about it?
I don't see a stormtrooper in my pony.
Yeah, stormtroopers have terrible aim. Oops, go to the Storm King's assistance.
Or Kozaklo was actually a demon.
Oh god.
And took
Is
a
her-
form
is her
of a
name
young.
Nanny?
I took a form of a young because it's not the P
Is her
word,
name Manning?
and you need Dr. Colstein.
I don't think Ranger Bravo gets that joke.
Ugh.
It's a story that he like somewhere.
Well, I remember, like with Cozy, I remember there was a video game. It was an independent game that was made where you there was a little boy that was, I can't remember what the boy's name was, but it was like he was like the son of Satan or something in like a little boy's body.
The Omen?
That might be, I don't know, but like you were playing as like the caretaker or something, and you like could walk around in the house and catch the boy doing things.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I know what you're talking about. Oh gosh, what was it called? It's like one of Satan's many names, like Damien or like.
Was it Lucifer?
Lucifer,
Was it
yeah.
Lucifer? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he
like
basically like a kid that kills people.
Yeah, basically. That's Cozy.
Prayer.
Pretty much. I also love. I don't know who the voice actor for her is, but I love her performances.
Yes.
Cozy
Yeah,
was a
she's
fun girl.
really-
I will say that. Like,
Oh,
she
yeah,
was a lot
she
of
was-
like. If you voice her, she's a lot of fun to voice.
Oh, yeah.
Because even that end scene at the season finale. Hey friend, you want to be? Hi neighbor, you want to be friends?
Yeah.
Those faces are just horrifying. And even Applegeek got it. That's not the last we're gonna see of her. We're not gonna see that. That's the last we've seen of her. It's not. That's not the end. Of course, like we didn't really know her motive in season 8 until the end. She was hungry for power, basically. Well, then season 9 comes along and it gets a whole different idea. She wanted not just power, but wanted to be an alicorn as well.
Yep.
She
Was
wanted to be
it
a princess?
An all-powerful alicorn. An
Is that-
all-powerful alicorn.
Is that basically Voldemort wanting power?
Seriously?
Considering the school looked like Hogwarts.
Okay.
No, the school had a Hogwarts feel to it.
Yeah, it was based off of Hogwarts.
Yeah, it even had the Chamber of Secrets.
Yeah.
Well, Canterlot kind of had that as well, with like this book
The
locked up. Yeah.
Oh, Canterlot. That's kind of a reference to Avatar: The Last Airbender as well, because of Bossing Say.
Oh,
There
right,
was a-
yes.
Bossing Say underneath Bossing Say, which is like a catacombs.
Right,
Where
yeah.
King was struck by lightning and nearly killed. And Zuko
Right,
turns
yeah.
out.
I remember that now.
Yeah, I'm like, such a play on Avatar: The Last Airbender. Because of Radiant Hope, what from the comics was given an episode in the show that came with the description. The comic says the King's Slumber was cursed. Radiant Hope. That name sounds very familiar. Oh my god!
That
yeah,
was-
the main antagonist in a friend of mine's audio drama.
Actually, Radiant Hope in the comics was supposed to be King Sombra's childhood friend, and she Sombra had this vision. Well, Sombra had this vision. He looked in this mirror and he saw this vision of him being evil, and so he thought that was his destiny. Hope didn't believe in destiny, but Sombra ended up becoming evil, and that's whenever he tried to take over the Crystal Empire the first time. She tracked down his horn and was able to revive him and bring him back.
And then basically, also King Sombra overkills King's mother, Princess Diamore.
Yeah, pretty much, yes.
Neat.
But the comic does end with an interesting setup for fanfiction where Sombra is redeemed and he's given a second chance, and Hope and him journey off to try to find the shards of Princess Amore that he had shattered. And that's the last time that you see them. So it does set up this interesting little setup of them traveling Equestria together, trying to find those shards to try to revive her.
That's kind of cool. I kind of like that concept.
It is a really good story. It brings back the Umbrum as well, and I really love Hope's portrayal in it. And the dynamics between her and Sombra are really, really good. I mean, she's like a really loyal friend to him.
She's the light of his darkness, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly.
But I've seen many fandom things before with like Celestia and Luna like meeting King Sombra when he was still good, slowly turning evil, but is good still. And of course, Luna falls in love with him, and basically Celestia is like, nope, no, not a good thing. And yeah, that kind of. Like I listened to I came across something just editing the other day, and it was a whole entire orchestral arrangement.
Right.
With the Crystal Empire, Sombra. It's like a tragic love story, and it's really cool. Actually, I liked it. Like Fall of an Empire or something like that is what it was called, like a metal orchestral thing called Fall of an Empire or something like that.
Yeah. Well, I think honestly, regarding this question, I really don't think they could have done what they did in the comic in the show, because the comic did have a darker tone to it, and they wouldn't have done that in the show. Because it actually showed, it showed Sombra actually like blowing the shards of Princess Amore apart. It showed the Umbrum in their true form, which would have been too scary for little kids to have watched, because these things look creepy as heck.
You should have seen the Storm King's original concept before he was built to a discount. I'm like, I swear, him and T-Rex are somehow related. I don't know how, but they are.
We got the other one with the Questionless episode that had to be changed with the clones.
Oh yeah, that ending scene.
Yeah.
Where their eyes were melting. And they had to cut that out.
Yeah.
They changed it.
Oh, yeah. The Mean Six.
Yeah.
Yeah, they cut one that was a little too graphic.
Yeah.
You know, honestly,
I do wish they could have kept the original. I do wish they could have kept the original version.
I don't think the Discovery fan would be okay with that.
Well, Teen Parents threw a fit over Derpy's original voice. Good grief.
I know.
Yeah, I remember that incident. Derpy Gate.
Yeah. So, Devil Dog said, "Glad Christos was reformed." Yeah.
Thank you. What time we stopped giving the redeeming, or not the redeem, reform card to every goddamn villain.
Yeah, basically.
Because I was getting sick
and then
of that,
in the last episode, in the second to last episode, they just imprisoned 3 of them together in stone. It's like, here, we're just going to lock 3 of them up for eternity.
Yeah, I didn't think they were going to go that route, but I love how when Queen Crystal is like, we will always return. We will always... Bird speech is dead.
Oh, sorry, more questions coming inbound. Oh dear.
What do you think of What do you think the interaction would be if Discord meets Gilda? I think Discord knows what Gilda has done to Fluttershy back in season 1 Griffin the Brush Off.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Didn't come around until season 2? 2? Yeah, season 2. Discord didn't come around until season 2, so he probably doesn't know.
Yeah.
But, oh dear God, if he could get through the guild, that'd basically make her cry.
Like I said, if he ever found out about that, Gilda would become Kentucky Fried Chicken, basically.
You mean Kentucky Fried Griffin?
Yes, Kentucky Fried Griffin.
Or he reacted
Cold
to the
Turkey.
Discord.
I mean, considering how
Go on.
he reacted in the season 6 finale when basically he finds out that Inklings took Fluttershy. Jesus Christ.
Yes.
You know,
Yes, it was at that point that Discord channeled a demon.
we're like, shit.
No. Yeah, no. Actually, Discord at that point was channeling Chuck Norris.
Yep, he was.
Discord being reformed wasn't quite enough, apparently.
Nope, he had to be reformed twice.
Yeah.
Well, okay, he was reformed once, backtracked, or relapsed. Then had
Yeah.
slow climb the stairs again and get back to trust levels. And I think his portrayal as fucking up majorly in the season 9 finale,
Yeah.
saving their life, I think that was enough. Like,
Well, I
okay.
could kind of. Oh, sorry. I was going to say I could kind of theorize that maybe the reason why the Discord had the relapse, and this is not trying to take his side. It's just Discord isn't really used to having friends, and so the idea of having one, he's more kind of socially awkward, you could say, possibly with the concept of being around people because he's not used to interacting around
Or you
others.
go a little bit more straightforward and think of it like a drug addiction.
Yeah.
Doesn't pay what his thing. So to just abandon it is like a drug addict trying to quit. Like boom. So you're gonna relapse it. But
Well,
in
we
the
did
end,
see.
hey, this guy is a jerk, and I felt that majorly. Actually seems legitimately sorry for what he did.
Yeah. Well, we did see that whenever he tried.
Hey, what's my throat? You know, he was just like, oh, he's not quite there yet.
Yeah, you're not quite. No.
Yeah.
And
Duh. Well, Discord actually does kind of rely on actual chaos because we saw that if he doesn't do chaos, whenever he tried to change himself for Fluttershy, yeah. So in a way,
that was
doing
one of the
chaos
most ever.
Oh my gosh, yes, it was. It was so sweet.
Freaking Fluttershy, man. The gift.
I know, right?
Fluttershy acting chaotic was one of the best things the show did.
Yeah. The show that particular episode kind of painted an image of like Fluttershy was like an angel and Discord was like a demon. And
he was the angel.
Yeah, they formed this really close friendship, and so the devil started acting a bit more angelic, and the angel started acting a little bit more demonic. They rubbed off on one another.
Came out of her shell.
I know, right?
Like the episode where I really started to see that come out was Flicker. When she's basically telling her father, I don't care two fucks about you. I want to listen, and you're gonna listen good.
Yes.
Like she legitimately just tells him, dude, I'm not taking any of your crap.
Yeah. Oh man, I love that episode. That was such a fun episode.
Season 10 was really fun.
Yes, it was.
Season 7 was the season that redeemed Rarity for me. Rarity was the one that Rarity is the one I despise. Because she's your stereotypical she's the one that can't get dirt on her nose without having a panic attack.
Right,
but
yeah.
7 really started to show her like starting to calm down. All the episodes with her, Forever Philly, Honest Sap, it isn't the main thing about you. All three of those episodes were fantastic. I loved them. And I'm like, this one's really... These are the episodes that really show Verity's, generosity. the side that we're supposed to see, rather than the fashionista that just can't handle getting dirt on her clothes.
Yeah,
Like,
those episodes were big highlights for her. Real big highlights for her.
Would you guys think that Cozy Glow is the same situation with Diamond Tiara and Babsy? You think she deserves a third chance of being 100% after what she did? No.
There is a difference between, I have to say this real quick, there is a difference between Cozy Glow and Diamond Tiara. And Diamond Tiara was sort of manipulated by her mom.
Yeah, she was being misled.
Yeah, she was being bred to have this attitude that she had. Yeah, and that she had to have the best that life could offer. And she also was trying to gain her mother's approval by trying to live up to that.
And when she lost her support, boom.
Yeah.
It hit rock.
Sorry.
Yeah,
like
and there's a similar connection. Honestly, there's a similar connection. Honestly, if you look at it, if you watch Gravity Falls, there's a similar connection between Diamond Tiara and Pacifica Northwest, in that they are manipulated by their parents, and they're under a sort of psychological baggage, and they have to make a choice of whether they want to continue to live in that, or do they want to break free and be their own person and make their own choices. That
reminds me a lot of like a real bully. Like real bullies.
Yeah.
Why do they pick on you? Because it satisfies them, because they are being pushed that way by their parents.
Yeah.
Look, your influences are what make you. And when you have bad influences, like I'm Tiara's mother, the only wanted, which thought was what holds up in Equestria, quote unquote. That I'm like, oh my god, would somebody just punch her in her snoot? Like even in the episodes after, when she finally has more dialogue, she doesn't change.
Yeah,
I'm glad that Diamond Tiara actually finally showed up and said, you know what, screw your ways, I'm doing my thing.
Yeah. Well, another difference: Diamond Tiara and Cozy Glow are a very interesting contrast, and they're both realistic in how that people are in real life. Is that some people have a conscience and enough morality that they're aware that what they're doing is wrong, and they're able to break themselves free of that strain. But then there are people like Cozy Glow that they love that chaos. They love being the way that they are, and they don't care. They have no compassion or empathy for others. All they want is what they want, and they don't care to step on others. And they are so far deep, so far gone. Yeah. And there are those people in real life. I mean, there are some people that you can get through, but in reality, in real life, psychologically, there are people that you cannot reach to. You cannot help them whatsoever. Cozy Glow is a really good example of that. Yes. Cozy Glow is a really good example of somebody that is so far gone that they're not going to be able to pull themselves out of it.
Yep, considering in season 8, she was basically going to suck all of the magic along with Equestria into that hole. And then, here we go again, round number 2. Let's destroy harm. Like the things that make Equestria tick, let's kill it. Just remove it.
Yeah.
That's war. I don't know. Even how Tiara put it. Don't you think that all the magic was a little too far? Even she said that she enjoyed it. Like she enjoyed hurting others and wants to destroy the world. She wants to see the world burn. Therefore, there's no remorse. There's no room for her changing. Like, there's no chance of her changing whatsoever, so she doesn't deserve any sort of, information.
Basically, she's
not...
I mean, I think you could.
Well, there are people I know, and I have to say this real quick. There are people I have seen that have said that Cozy Glow getting turned into stone was a bit too harsh for a child. There are kids out there that are evil little bastards. And I remember reading an article about a kid, like a 10-year-old, a kid that was below the age of 12 that actually shot and killed somebody. And I'm thinking, you can't just look over this and say they're a child, they don't know what they're doing.
Yep.
Like, there are kids that are
evil.
in trouble. Yes. Looking at it and saying they're just a child, it's overlooking the actual issue. The actual issue is their mentality.
I actually think there's a show on TV that actually is about like evil kids. I think it's like Evil Twins or something like that. My parents watched it. It's about twins that were evil sons of bees that got away with murder more than once.
Right, yeah.
Even there was this one called Evil Women, where this child was considered an evil woman. I'm like, wow. Like, we're talking, she's not even a teenager. She's like 8, 7 years old. Killing people.
Yeah.
And enjoying.
Yeah.
Fun. It's this devil's spawn.
Basically, she's Voldemort, like I said.
Yeah. And those kids are the reason why I don't want to have kids.
The reason why I'm debating on having kids is just because of how the world is.
Oh gosh, that's another reason.
Do I really want to bring a creation of my own into this world?
No.
For a second.
No, definitely not. With as crazy as it is, no, I'm not bringing a child up in this world with the way that things are. No way.
Yes, thank you. Finally, someone gets my point.
I totally get it. I'm with you 100%.
Yeah,
a guy that I work with, he has like 4 kids now.
There's a reason why, you open up your eyes.
Okay, hang on a sec.
Yeah.
Now, let me think about this without Babsy. Babsy in the episode where she makes her debut.
Yeah.
This is different.
Yeah.
This is a different scenario. He wants to just fit in with the, what seems the best route. Like, does she want to be picked on with Apple Bloom and Scoob and all of them? Or does she want to be the route? This is called, what's the word? Peer pressure. Peer pressure. That's what that is. Peer pressure. Totally different. Finally, when Babsy finally sees, the error of her ways and realizes, hey, hanging out with these kids ain't a good idea. It gets me in trouble. Yeah. Finally gets it and decides to not hang out with the bad kids. I can relate to this because this is how I got a broken wrist. I was just at school one day, decided to try what the cool kids were doing, which was, okay, on a skateboard you can grind on like rails.
Yeah.
Now, try this with your shoes. People were waxing their shoes, and they were down like these lunch tables, and like grinding them. I tried it, I got up, lost my balance immediately, and I fell down and broken.
Oh, gosh.
Yep, and the thing immediately was, first came the pain and the crying. Then, I'm like, what the frick am I going to tell my dad? Because he was the only one who saw. So I told him the truth. I said, I was stupid. I will take full blame. That was stupid. And that's why you lead and don't follow. Otherwise shit like that happens.
Yeah.
Don't be the sheep that follow. Be the leader. Be the shepherd that the sheep.
Yeah.
Who do you think would be the good teacher for the School of Friendship? Octavia, Big Mac, Doctor Who, or Spoiled Witch? I would go Octavia, actually.
Octavia could be a great music teacher.
Yeah.
Because we've seen what you can do with freaking. We've seen what you can do with the cello.
Yeah, someone. Was it Malcolm wants Derpy to be teaching baking?
Derpy near an oven. Doesn't cup of milk.
Or sleep-deprived Applejack.
Just leave that to Pinkie Pie. That's
a bad idea. That's a bad idea, especially when it comes to cupcakes. Don't make them make cupcakes.
Yeah.
Oh God, you know what comes to my mind when I think cupcakes?
Yep.
Any
Probably
thoughts?
the same thing that I think of.
Get ready to die.
Oh gosh, yes. Love that song. That's one of my favorite ones by Andrew WK. That one in Party Hard.
Any thoughts?
Wow. Wow. Dude, we need to talk more. Maybe we could share some dark ideas. God, if I would have known you were that dark, I would have said the swear words in the story.
Any thoughts on G4.5 and G5?
There's really no G4.5 confirmed,
That's Pony.
so I don't really
That's
comment on that.
yeah, but that's Pony Life. That is 4.5.
Pony Life I wouldn't think G4.5. I would think it would just be more of an addition to, like, you know, the Hello Pinkie Pie things going on. It's like an extra energy for the kids.
We don't know yet. We don't know because Hasbro's been
Now,
being slow.
G5, now when it comes to G5, it's hard to really say anything. Because
It's hard to say anything. Yeah.
All we know about it right now is that it's going to be a movie. That's all we know. Which is going to be interesting because that kind of seems like a G1 kind of thing. Because G1 started out with Escape from Midnight Castle,
Yeah.
which was a movie. So this should be interesting.
Why did Final Scratch didn't talk?
She was actually going to talk. What's the name? Novak. It was actually offered as the voice for the character by Hasbro, but she turned it down.
Yeah,
Why?
I heard that she turned it down because she wouldn't have had as much
She didn't
freedom.
want to say. She didn't want to say. Well, it's a he now, but they didn't want the fame. So they didn't want to, do that.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be cool. Like, if I was offered the voice, like, hell yeah, I'd take the offer.
Oh, yeah.
Top worst character. Top worst character. You just did it. Top worst characters on My Little Pony.
Oh, yes, darling. Like, my version of Blue Blood is a snooty, like not even snooty, but, like, just a moaning rich boy, like, oh, Mommy Celeste, or Auntie Celeste, with the peasants.
That is really good.
Filthy earth ponies, and, oh, they're so coveted. They have a thing in the room.
And San Gallop as well was a bit. I didn't like him.
Huh?
San Gallop.
Oh, Sting Gallop.
Yeah.
Jack. I don't know who I hate more. Well, most hate the character. Really is hard. Sting Gallop, Blue Blood, and Maestay. I can't say that.
Yeah, you can't say that on the. Not in your outtake. Oh my god.
I'm after you, so I'm not going to. To give Ranger Bravo an idea, like, here, this is a little mistake that I made, and I called him this on accident. I accidentally said that in the reaction, I even backed off. I said, "Okay, we need to take a minute to just think about what we just said, Earl." Yeah, that was a little over. That was a little too much. It was. I'm like, I had a feeling I was gonna make that mistake. I'm like, oh, I just made it, didn't I? Like, the second word, and I'm like, oh crap. And even Thomas is over there going, oh my god. Rush his butt and laughing. And I'm just trying to go like, what? I'm like, oh wow, okay, we need to take a sip of water or something and try that again.
I gotta say that is very similar. One of the Fallout 4 videos that I did. I was trying to read something, a plaque in that was on the side of a building, and it said one word, but I read it as something else, and I'm going to have to cut that.
Oh shit. What?
Yeah.
If you read My Little Pony, Deviations comic where Princess Celestia sends Prince Blue died before the Summertime celebration instead of Twilight Sparkle duel with Nightmare Moon. No, I've never heard of this. Wow. It's only one letter apart from the real word, so you can't blame it. Same exact case with my mistake. I'm like, oops. Go back and look. I'm sure you go back and look. They're like, oh crap. Holy crap! That ice set, man.
Yep.
Woo.
That's a good thing about editing.
Yeah. Yep. Especially with YouTube nowadays. Man, it's getting dark in here. There we go.
Yeah, that's why maybe it's better to be an introvert.
I'm a huge introvert.
Oh, me too. Me too.
Devil said Flim and Flam Brothers.
Oh god. They were more just annoying to me. They were more just annoying. Like for the ice store that you didn't want to see come back, and they managed to come back and take over Las Pegasus, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like seeing Gladmane was done, they basically took over.
Yeah.
They weren't really villains, they were just annoyances, in my opinion.
This episode is better than season 2.
For me, I would have to say definitely two of the characters that I do hate the most are definitely Flim and Flam. And it's because they're like the real life equivalent of people that they know how to work the system to get their way. And they can avoid trouble because they know how to manipulate and work the system.
That's a scammer for you.
Yeah. And you see them getting away with all of this stuff, and you think, how are they constantly getting away with this? But they're not actually doing anything outside of the law so that they would be held accountable for it. But morally, it's still wrong. And so, these kind of people, you just can't help but wonder, when are they going to get their comeuppance? But it seems like they never do, and so that's why they're just two people that I just can't stand.
I can't stand their characters either, but in terms of hatred, Lane Gallop and Blue Blood would definitely be a top, because rewatching that episode, I'm like, oh, you inconsiderate little...
Yeah.
You freaking, I'm like, oh, you dirty little... Oh my god, you do not know how bad I want to slap you in the face right now, especially like my Murray giving the memo like, hello, and he's just being like, I'm not doing it. I'm like, your manners are as bad as a 2-year-old's, I swear.
Yeah. Actually, what's bad is there probably are 2-year-olds with better manners than him.
I get it. Blue Blood was intended to be the basic stereotype of the spoiled nephew with no manners.
Yeah.
Like, you thought you were supposed to have good manners? Nope. Total opposite. He has no respect and only cares for himself.
And they played it off really well.
Yeah.
Maybe too well, because you just wanted to break his neck.
Did Vincent Tong... Oh, God. Did Vincent Tong voice him?
Who?
I don't
Blue Blood.
remember.
I don't think so.
I hope not. The poor guy. People are afraid of the hated characters. He played Justin Bieber Pony Featherbangs. Again, more than no interest character. Rumble when he was being a little communist.
Yeah, Rumble was annoying whenever he was introduced. He was.
And Flash Sentry as well.
Yeah, that's the other one I was trying to think of. Even though have a pointless character, honestly, that's what people hate. I don't really care. I don't really care.
This episode is better than season 2, is that correct?
That's a Thomas blooper.
Yeah.
Another fun one was when we were watching 28 Pranks Later, and I said 28 Spanks Later on accident. Again, another common misconception that can easily be put into the wrong word. So you can't blame me.
There's probably a fan fiction out there called that.
I haven't come across it. I'm not really dark fiction, so I haven't come across it. I did write a what if type of story out of it though.
Alright, gonna end the stream soon. You got any questions for me? I haven't really said much.
Random. This has just been a common like Discord call.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Like completely unscripted, nonsensical nonsense that was completely fun at the same time. Completely fun.
Fun.
Nonsense. Man, that is a mouthful.
I know. I almost couldn't say it.
Well,
my tongue
like
almost jumped out of my mouth.
Particularly peculiar. Jesus Christ. And trust me, as a narrator, you come across those things more than you would think.
Right, chat, any last questions before we close off, please? Oh, dear. This was fun.
Yes, one. Very, very fun.
Fun.
Yeah.
The fun was doubled.
Huzzah!
Actually, the fun had been tripled.
Technically, yeah. God damn it, my Briar. One of the memeiest characters in my freaking season 8. Well, I love the show, actually. Because basically, anytime we said technically in the reaction anymore, my brother was playing across the screen.
Yeah.
He ruined the word. He cursed it.
We're gonna close off the video soon, but if you wanna collab with me, just message me.
But my little point of deviations, I have heard of this before, though. I have heard about it.
Which one?
The one that more.
Oh, yeah. How can I join? If you wanna, go on.
I've read some of the comics, but I don't think I've seen that one right there yet. I've read several of the comics, but I don't think I've seen that one right there yet. Yeah.
This would be an old one because, yeah, the Summer Sun Celebration. Blue Blood. Yeah, I've read fanfics where Blue Blood gets its just desserts. One of them being by my friend Rebon Chen as of late. Basically, Blue Blood abuses his money. Well, the capital's money, the royals' money. He uses the captor and gets sent to to Sugar Cube Corner, and is forced to basically make back the money the way a commoner would. The worst punishment for Blue Blood ever.
Marching Proud!
He not only has to be around the mud ponies, he also has to work like a mud pony.
And don't do sticker boost.
Wait a minute, it's not only a reference to Mud Blood. Oh god.
Is he a mudblood?
That's two different things.
Is he
Mud Blood is much magical parent.
Yeah.
So, well, Blue Blood would technically be he'd be a half-blood. I think.
Yeah. Ish.
No, he'd be pure. because he's born into royalty.
Right, guys, have you got any other questions? Or anything you want to add? Anyone? Sparrow? No. Ranger? No.
Oh, I'm good. This was fun.
Yeah, so fun. Sorry.
When can we do this again? Sorry.
Yeah.
Mark knows the reference.
That's Buck 2016, isn't it? In
Yep.
April. Yeah, April.
Yeah, not August. You want to do it again?
Oh, that's just the
Fuck's
outside.
sake, Mark. Fuck's sake.
Yeah, me and my poker dice. Yeah, that.
He's trying to say poltergeist.
Okay.
Can't say that word. It comes out poker dice or poker dice.
Manipulative as well is one of them.
Manipulative. That's a tough word.
Yeah, I've got tongue tied on that one.
Yeah.
Tongue tie. Okay, everybody, thank you very much for joining the live show. Thank you, Sparrow and Ranger Bravo. Oh, why did you choose Ranger Bravo? Is your OC name correct?
No, the name of my OC is Ember Frost.
Where did Ranger Pony come in? Or Ranger Pony? Ranger Bravo come from?
I thought you were going to say Johnny Bravo.
That actually, the Ranger part was kind of carried over from the old YouTube channel name that I used to use, which was, yes. And Bravo was just kind of a name that I kind of went with because in regards to, like, like law enforcement and the military, you have Charlie, Echo, Bravo, and such, and so I just went with Bravo. It was one that stuck with me. Ranger or Bravo.
I could tell you were a police officer just based on the dialogue with Ember and
Oh, come on!
Believe it or not, I'm not actually a cop.
fan fiction.
I'm not actually a cop, actually.
Well, you know your style. I'll tell you that.
Sparrow. all I can say, Sparrow, and everyone is Bravo.
Really? God, that's bad.
Okay, guys, we're going to go now, and hope you have a lovely day. Do you want to say goodbye, guys?
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Take care, everybody.